Hello guys, and today I'm going to be telling you guys some really good tips on getting lots of gingerbread or even to just do better at Frostclaw. So let's get started. First of all, some tips for Frostclaw. My first tip is to play with probably one more person. I really don't recommend playing with 3 people or 2 other people, including yourself, because it gets really chaotic and it's hard to defeat them because all the snowmans or snow bosses or whatever you want to call it, they have more lives. So it's really hard to win. And you want that deer bait because they're getting a lot of value right now, I'm pretty sure. So also, I recommend staying kind of near Santa, but also not, because you want to be able to get as many to defeat as many snowmen as possible, because the more snowmen you defeat, the more gingerbread you'll get, because it's one of the advantages. And also, when I first started doing the Frostclaw minigame a lot, always at the end, I would just use all my bombs, because I thought, why not, I get new ones next time. But I don't really recommend doing that unless you need to use them, because otherwise if you do that, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a little less gingerbread just because you used your bombs. So if you don't need to use your bombs, I wouldn't. But also use them if you need to, because otherwise you're gonna run out of health. Also, now let's talk about where you have your zoom in, because I wouldn't have mine all the way zoomed in to where you can't see your avatar or character, because I just don't really think it's a good idea, because then it's kind of hard to see everything. Same with all the way zoomed out. I think being in the middle is the best, kind of in Goldilocks and the 3 bears. So I think kind of where my camera is really good, or even maybe a little bit more zoomed in, but honestly wherever you prefer. And on mobile, it's kind of hard to jump, but I'm not really sure on computer because I don't play on computer ever. But for these spiky things, Santa can't get hurt by them, so I recommend just either jumping over them or dodging them if it's easier to jump on your device, or if it's easier to dodge on your device, whatever's easier. I know on mobile, at least for me, it's kind of hard because I have my left hand controlling and my right hand just pressing non-stop. But yeah, I feel on computer it might be a little easier because you could have an auto clicker or something. But yeah, whatever works for you, I think, is how you really need to do it. If you want to jump or dodge, but don't take the pokey things to protect Santa, because Santa can't even get hurt by them. And also, I recommend saving all of your bombs on the last parts, because you're really going to need them to defeat Frostclaw in the 3rd part, or the medium snow bosses, the big ones. They're kind of medium, and they're in the 1st part at the end, if that makes any sense. They're the snowballs. But yeah, those are still kind of hard to defeat, so I just use a bomb and then keep pressing. But also for the castles, I honestly feel it's not that hard, and you don't really need bombs really that often. It depends on how good you think you are at it. But also that kind of leads us to what power-ups to pick, depending on what type of player you are. Because if you're playing with a friend, I recommend one person goes ahead and one person stays by Santa, or a little bit behind him. So if you're playing like that, I recommend that the person in front has the speed one, or has extra joy bombs, or powerful sword, as you can see right here. I don't really think that quick dagger is really effective. And also, if it's extra sword power or extra lives, I feel you should pick sword power. I know that one's kind of hard for people to decide sometimes, but if you think you're not really good at Frostclaw, I would definitely do the health. But the swords really make it really easy. Well, not really easy, because Frostclaw isn't really an easy minigame, but it makes it a lot more easy. Also, for what I would do to get the most gingerbread overall, is I would play Frostclaw and then I would put my bait in my lure, which I'll be showing at the end of the video because I knew that my friend didn't know how, so I think that some of you guys might not know how to do that, so I'm definitely going to show you guys. But I would definitely put your thing right in the lure or trade it. And during the winter update, I don't think I'm going to really be using the regular baits anymore until it's over, because I really want to get a lot of the winter does and fawns and bucks, I think they are. But yeah, so here I am with the ice gleaming thing, or snow gleaming, I'm not really sure. And it's actually pretty easy to finish. It's just kind of annoying because it actually takes away like a lot of your health. So like I went from like 24, if you saw that, to like 14, which is kind of annoying, but so I recommend just going straight for them and not just letting them hit you a bunch. And also like trying to defeat as many snowmen because they give you extra gingerbread. So yeah, that's basically most of the tips, but for this last part, I do have another tip. So yeah, and we all know Santa is the speed of a turtle, but that's not the point. So when you see Frostclaw, at the beginning I was like trying to use my bombs on him, and I didn't really understand what the circle was, but if you don't know already, the circle is like you can't hit him. But once that circle goes away, I would try to hit him like so many times. Like right now, I got my bomb and I hit him like as much as I could, because you're really gonna need it. And for this one, don't worry about like snowmen coming anywhere else, because he's the only person who makes like all the snowmen and other things in this mini game. But yeah, I recommend, if you don't think you're going to be really good at defeating him, to get extra joy bombs as advantage, because it does help. So yeah, now we're out of the mini game, and I did get 3 agent potions, and then I got one of the like flower things or whatever. Now I'm going to tell you what I would buy if I was you. I wouldn't really buy the berry ice cubes, or the ice cubes. I might buy the missile troll. I think they're going to have value. I wouldn't really buy the partridge. Actually, no, I would. And also the new dog I'd buy, because I think that one's going to have a lot of preppy value. I'd definitely buy the deer, the bobble buddies, but not really the Ratosca. I think that's how you say it. And the fairy bat dragon, the value is more than likely going to drop. And the Frostclaw, I think the value is actually going to be pretty good. So those are just like some things that I think is going to happen, but obviously don't trust me on that. So here I am at my home, and I'm going to put in the bait, and I'm going to show you how. So if you go to like, and you search lure, you see it, you're going to need $750, but it's definitely a great thing, not only for the winter update, but it's going to take 15 minutes for your bait to be ready. But I would recommend doing the minigame, going ice skating, then aging up your pets a little bit, and doing the minigame again. And that's my agent routine. So bye guys!